Welcome to Talking To. I am your host, Rufus Bill. Today is Sunday, August 11th, 2024. The time is 7:07 Eastern Standard Time. And we would love to just say, how are you doing today on this beautiful Sunday here in the city of Detroit? We are experiencing a climate change in our weather. Today it's approximately 77 degrees and sunny, little and breezy today. So if those people that are not so in love with that heat, they are enjoying this nice break in the temperature. This makes for a perfect day at the park as well. For those of you who may be at the park or Belle Isle or any state park or any park here in the under the sound of my voice, I hope you're having a great day with family or friends, or even if you are doing it solo, one. I know that you're enjoying yourselves. Now, speaking about beauty and the outdoors on a day like today, we're going to bring on our other host, Joanne Tolson Fuller. Hello,
Hey,
Joanne.
Rufus, how are
How are you?
you?
I'm great. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm out. You're talking about this weather. I'm out here enjoying this weather.
It
Yes, I'm
is so
outside
pretty.
in Ypsilanti, Michigan.
I love
Yeah, and
it.
it's sitting out on the back deck and
Mm,
a nice breeze, just like you said, breeze but sunny. It is beautiful,
yes, I know.
beautiful. Hmm.
It's so weird to say that it's August 11th because after August it's September.
Oh, I'm not ready.
I
Can we
know.
redo August again?
Right. We can just keep it right in August.
Yes, yeah. But see, I like heat. So the July wasn't bad for me. I just don't like the humidity and the rain like that.
Okay.
I like the rain because I didn't have to water my garden and my flowers as
Yes.
much. But I
Okay.
like heat. I like that 80s, lower 90s, but with less humidity.
Less
Yeah,
humidity.
yeah.
Now, when you were going to California, the humidity there, the heat there, I should say, what is it
It's
like
hot
ours or is it
during the
different?
day. It's hot, but
Okay.
it cools off at night. So it could be 80, 90 during the day in the
Mm,
90s, but at night you literally need a jacket. It could be down to 70s or upper 60s,
yes.
where my aunt lived, but with that drastic, it seemed like it was cold at night, but it really wasn't. But
Because it was
with
such
that,
a
when you go
drop.
from 90 to 60 or 90 to
Exactly.
70, that's a big drop. That's
Yes,
a
it
big drop.
is.
But it is beautiful. And to me, there the humidity is not as bad where she
Ah,
lived in the mountains.
in the
Yeah.
mountains.
Hmm.
Perfect. Perfect.
Hmm.
We want to invite you to join in with us and like and share.
Yeah,
We always
yes.
appreciate that. And tell your friends and your other and yeah, about what we do every Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. We
Yes.
love doing it. We have great conversation, and of course, we have the best host around.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
So, Joanne, we
Hmm.
had the election this week,
Yes.
and we had the primary election, and we were
Uh-huh.
dealing with the Congress. and also some Wayne County commissioners and senators. And when I got up that morning, Joanne, it was Tuesday, of course.
Mm-hmm.
When I got up Tuesday and it was raining, I said, "Uh oh."
What?
I
What
said,
did you say?
"It's a wash today." So I said, because we already have a low voter turnout, and
Right.
and I and the weather, a bad weather does not help.
It doesn't help.
On a
Because you
great
know what?
day,
It gives people any excuse. And there
any
should be no excuse. I
excuse,
don't care if it was snowing. I don't care if it was a blizzard. I don't care. Get out and vote.
and
And you
vote.
know what? And Donald Trump talking about your black jobs taken away. To me, that's your black job.
That's
So
your
get your butt up and vote.
that's
Get your
your black
behind out
job.
there and vote. That's your black job.
I
That's
just
it. As much as our people have gone through, that's your job.
That's your job. Now, here are just some staggering statistics. And if you're just joining in, it's talking to with Joanne Tosin Fuller, Rufus Bill. Justin Hearn is not with us at the present time. We're just talking about the election of this past Tuesday. In the state of Michigan, 1.2 people, I'm sorry, 2 million people voted in the state,
In the whole state.
in the whole state.
That's just Detroit alone.
Yes, it is. That's
That's
just
just
one
that's
area.
sad. That's sad. That's so sad.
But listen to this: 1.2 million were absentee ballots. And you remember Adolf said last week, it's the absentee ballots that really carry the election, and those are our seasoned citizens.
And
So,
hopefully some of our college kids,
and
hopefully
hopefully some of
some,
our college kids,
oh my
definitely.
goodness. Mm, mm, mm.
So that made a total of 23% in the state, 1.5% in the city of Detroit.
Mercy, 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 mercy,
1.5%.
mercy. That's so sad. That is
I
so
have what do Joanne, I just am convinced. I don't even I think the interest to vote is just not there. Obviously.
and so is it that people don't care about their lives? Is it that people don't care what's going on about their finances, their just everything around you? You don't care about the mayors, you don't care about the city council, you don't care about the government, you don't care what people do. You know, I'm trying to figure out what is it that we
What
don't
is it?
what is it? Because if you don't vote, don't complain.
Don't complain.
Don't complain. If you don't vote, then when they start taking these programs away from you, when they start taking a lot of stuff away from you, then don't fuss.
Don't fuss.
Is it that people are just complacent? Are they content to live the life they live? Are they? I don't. I want better for me and mine.
I
That's
I do
just.
too. I really do too. And I don't know, and maybe we need to get a voting strategist. I'm sure that exists just to
Mm-hmm.
pick their brains
Because I don't
on
understand.
what is going on.
Our young people don't realize. Like I said last week. We think, and I hate beating a dead horse, but we think just because we can live where we want to live, kind of now. We think we can go to any school, we can work anywhere, we can travel anywhere.
Hmm.
We think we've made it, and we haven't made it. We haven't. They're ready to take us back
Yes.
to the point where I remember when I was young and we would want to travel. there was no places you couldn't stop at these rest
Mhm.
stops. You couldn't stop at restaurants. We were packing lunches and packing dinners and stuff in the, you remember, in the baskets and boxes in the car
Shoe
because you
boxes.
couldn't stop. You couldn't even stop to go to the bathroom because
No.
we stop on the side of the road, open the front door and the back door, and everybody better hurry up and get back.
And get back in the car.
I'm telling you, those were those days because a lot of, especially if you were traveling south, you were scared.
Hmm.
You were scared. And
Its
so
history
it's like,
proceeded.
yeah. So I'm wondering.
I'm really perplexed now
Yeah.
because let's see here what we are now. I think the millennial demographic. I think they're voters, but I think that Generation X. And I think
They
that
think
might
they're
be
living their best. They think they're living the best
the
life, and they
best
just don't
life
understand that it can go back in a minute. And
in a minute.
if the the orange head, the whatever they want to call him, if he gets back, trust me,
If he gets,
he's ready to take us back. He's ready
he
to
has
take the
told
people
us.
back. He told
He's
us.
he's told us what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we have become so engrossed in getting high
Thank you.
or the video games,
The phones, just the phone,
the
just
phone,
TikTok,
just the phone.
TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff. I mean, because I hear people, they sitting on that stuff all day long.
All
I mean, I
day.
have clients who even told me themselves how their health has gone down because all they do is sit on TikTok and Facebook, and they just sit and they say, "Oh, I can't believe hours have gone by," and they notice that their health has gone down because they just sit and watch stuff
Sit.
instead of getting up doing stuff. And so it's like, have we become that complacent that we
Mhm.
don't want to do nothing? Don't nobody want to work? Don't nobody want to do anything?
There's civil obligation. But and you know what is so crazy? Now, Joanne, I haven't seen you swat one time, and you're outside. I'm swatting and I'm inside. Don't get me started.
All right.
but what I find interesting to the addiction of social media, after you've been on there 7 minutes, it just seems to repeat itself.
Yeah.
Either somebody's preaching, somebody's dancing, somebody's going off on somebody. What else? That's and an inspirational message.
Yep.
But for you to be on just scrolling hours upon
For
hours,
hours, hours, hours. We watching
it's
people
amazing
watching
to me.
fighting, people watching, and it's
Yes.
sad because I was talking to somebody yesterday and they were like, it's sad how the society that we've become, that I could shoot, that somebody could get shot. And instead of you trying to help them, or instead of calling the police, or instead, the first thing you do is take your phone out
Take your
and
phone out.
everybody's there. And then the next thing, all the people are just watching it.
Yes.
Everybody's just watching what's going on, and this, it's almost like it's desensitizing us, and I think it's on purpose. It's
I think,
desensitizing us to
definitely.
life, and
Yes, it
it's on
is.
purpose, and we don't even
It really
see it.
is.
We, oh, it's just fun. Oh, it's just, but it's not. And you're laughing at people who get hurt. You're laughing at people that doing stuff, but they don't realize. And it's not that I don't get on it. Like I don't have
Of
TikTok, but
course.
I do have Facebook. I get on there. I play games and stuff like that. And I play,
Hmm.
for me, I've tried to play mind games because I'm trying to prevent Alzheimer's.
Hello.
Hello. So
Let's
I'm
keep
playing
that
mind games.
stimulated.
Hmm. But it's not that I don't get on it, but I can't see hours,
Occupying your
hours,
day.
and just desensitizing us to everything,
Hmm.
to everything.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, so that's like you said, either they're getting high, which we see that every day. We
Every
smell
day.
look, we smell that every day.
Right.
On
Twice on
can't even
Sunday.
go to the stoplight and not smell that.
No,
So which is worse? I don't know.
I don't
Because they're both
either.
addictions. They're both addictions.
They both are addictions. They
Yeah.
both are addictions. You're
Hmm.
viewing Talking to Joanne Tosin Fuller, Justin Hearn, who is not with us right now, and Rufus Bill. Later on today, we're going to be joined by Dr. Eloquent Weaver, who is an artist from Detroit, and we're going to
Amen. Amen.
I know we're going to have a little chat with him and see what's going on there. But before we move any further, Joanne had brought up a very serious concern to her and to many of you who view us, and it's about what's going on with mothers and their children. What are you seeing a
Yes.
lot
Oh
of, Joanne?
goodness. Just this past week, it's been 3 mothers who have killed their young children. One mother who shot her son, who was, I guess he was trying to get out the house. She shot him and killed him. And it's just like I see it more and more and more. The one mother put the boy in the freezer and killed him in front of the
Mm,
others. I mean, and they're like 2, 3, 4 years old. The mother that shot the boy trying to leave the house, I think he was like, I want to say he was either 18 or 20, something like that. So he was kind of grown. But
right.
it's just what is going on with these parents? And then we have some in court here in Detroit alone who are in court now for killing their children.
For killing
And
their
it's
children.
their children.
I looked one day this week and I saw 3 stories
Yeah.
about people in court. And one of the stories was with the father and mother.
Yes, yes. I saw that one.
And I think
Both of them.
you saw that one.
Yeah, I think the
Maybe
father
2 to
actually
5 year
tortured the
old.
mother. Tortured the baby, the boy. The father tortured and beat the boy, and the mother didn't do anything about it. So they both were in court. They both were in court.
I don't even think
Yeah.
it's mental.
No, it's not. That's to
It's not
me.
mental illness.
No, that's
It's
demonic.
it's just demonic.
That's demonic.
And demonic
That's demonic. You just devil possessed for real. And
for real.
people don't want to think that that's real. They don't want to talk about it,
Hmm.
even though it is a mental illness still. But still, that's a different type
That's
of
a whole
illness.
different.
That's a whole nother level. These people
Be,
are just evil.
because you can just raise your voice at a child, and they're terrified.
Yes.
They're terrified.
Yeah. There was one story where the boy was blind. He was blind, and the mother tortured him and killed him. He was blind. I mean, it's just more and more and more. And these children are innocent.
Hmm.
They've come into this world, and that's why I tell people stop having babies by everybody you date.
You date.
Stop having babies. If they can't commit to you and all marriages don't work out, all relationships
This
don't
is
work out.
true.
We understand that. But
Hmm.
at least get that commitment because you're committing to this person for the rest of your life when you
Of
have a
your
child.
life.
When you have a child, you're committed to that other person. And then like the statistics are at about 80% when you get pregnant by somebody, 80% of those relationships before that child is born is they're not together anymore.
80%.
80 something percent, yes. And then if you make it that after the child is born, of that percentage, there's another like 70 to 80% that are not together by the time that child turns 1. So
Really.
now you're raising a child by somebody that you probably hate,
Hmm.
you don't like
You
anymore,
don't like.
even though you chose them,
Right.
you hate, you now maybe that child looks like that person. So are you really raising that child? Because now you see that person in that child.
Every day.
So you have to think about all those things. Now you got to raise this child whose daddy you don't like, or
You
whose
don't
mama,
like.
because
You
fathers are raising their kids too,
Yes, they are.
or mama you don't like no more, but you the one chose them. You the one chose to sleep with that person. And so do you
How does
abuse
it
that child?
abuse it?
You're abusing that child. And that don't mean you got to beat them all the time, but
No.
hold it.
That
You remind me of your daddy. You look like your daddy. You look like your mom. You act
just the
like your
verbal
mom. You act like
disrespect,
your daddy.
verbal
So
abuse.
that's verbal abuse. So you're
Hmm.
abusing. You're not giving the love that you should. You're not nurturing that child like you should because now you hate this person, and then you're playing
Yes.
those games of this my child. You can't see the child. I mean, all that whole scenario. The child is paying for all of that, and so It's sad. So these
It's
people don't
sad
love these kids. They just
and
having
it's
babies.
unfair.
They just having babies. Yes,
And
it's unfair.
I just don't understand. And we're gonna just take out the element of what what we're told or taught, if we're being taught
Hmm.
biblically about sex.
Right, right.
In 2024, I just don't understand why there are so many men and women who are, I don't want to say not responsible, but when you get together with somebody, even if the lust is there, maybe you don't really like them,
Hmm.
definitely don't love them,
Right.
but just consider for a minute, do I want to have a child with this person?
Yeah.
What do I want my child to come from the lineage of his family or
Right. Right.
her family?
That's right.
And I know that life is life, and you can take all of these precautions, and as you say, still not be together. Still, there's no
Right.
commitment.
Right.
But just to be careless in
Yes.
your adult choices.
And it's sad for a lot of men. That we have to realize that, oh, I want you to have my baby. I want you to have my child. No, no. Why? Why?
Mhm.
What is that? What is Women have to start looking out for themselves too.
Themselves.
They have to start paying attention and start taking care of themselves.
Hmm.
And no, stop. And that's not love. If he wants you to have his baby, that ain't love.
That's not love.
That's not love. He don't love you. That's just a notch on his belt. I want you to have my baby. Okay, and what does that
And
mean? What does that mean?
right, what does that mean? What
Yeah,
does what does
just got
that
another
mean,
one out there
Joanne?
running around. I have no idea. Maybe we need to get somebody asking what, because I don't know, what does that mean.
Because
But a
that
lot of
doesn't
these
even
who everybody's looking
sound,
for love. That old
yeah,
song, everybody's looking for love in all the wrong
all the
places.
wrong places.
All the wrong places.
Because just that line to me sounds corny. I want you to have my baby. We don't have none of this going on. We haven't even talked about it. Um,
And then the women are looking for love in all the wrong places.
yes,
They're
they
looking for
are.
love. I've had young people tell me, women tell me, well, that's the only thing that's gonna love me, or I love, but that child might, and I tell them, and it's just realistic. That child might never love you, because
Never.
that first year, that child is dependent totally on you. So you giving everything. You're
Mhm.
giving everything for the first, I don't know how many years.
Right.
You're giving everything really until they grown. And they still might not
Yes.
love you even after
It's
they
still,
18. Because you're
still.
giving it. That's your responsibility to teach, to love, to nurture, to clothe, to feed. That's your responsibility.
Mhm.
So if you're looking for love, that's the wrong. You need to know how to love yourself. You need to know what that is and what that means to love yourself, to respect yourself, to take care of you, and not allow somebody else to manipulate that, or
That.
manipulate, or because laying with me, yeah, it might feel good for a hot second, but that's still not love.
That's still not love. That's still
Still
not
not
love.
love.
And I don't know. I think we've been so damaged by just certain circumstances,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
grow your the first environment that you're in is usually your home environment with your parent or parents,
Right.
possibly grandparents, siblings,
Hmm.
cousins. And it's right there when the self-esteem building should begin.
Right.
Parents telling their children how they are, that they're smart, feeding into their consciousness positive things,
Right.
and building, like I said, building the self-esteem, so that as they grow and leave the nest, just going to school, coming home, they have been equipped to know that they have value.
Yes.
And then perhaps someone outside of the family unit cannot come in and program their minds to think that
Right.
they're worthless.
Because they're giving them something that they didn't get either at
Exactly.
home or, like you say, in
Exactly.
their own community, their
In their
own.
own community.
Right. Right.
Now, can you imagine all of these mothers and fathers who are abusing these children, those who survive and don't die, but they go through this experience and then they grow up with that in their head, and especially in the African American community, where we downplay professional help.
Right.
They don't get help. Now they're 16. Now they're withdrawn from students, the classmates.
Hmm.
They formulate thinking in their minds. Then now they become an adult. Now they're
Right.
just going on into their lives, not addressing these serious issues that have caused certain things
Right.
as a child.
Right. Right.
And
Like
then
you said, because they don't get the help.
right, and then sometimes they go on to raise families in these broken states.
And that's it. And that's where you get what they call that generational curse. That get
Hmm.
and until somebody comes in and says, I need to break this. I need to stop
Yes.
this. I don't want to live. I don't want to put on my children or my relationship or my the what went on in my house when I
Hmm.
was growing up. And that takes work.
That takes
That
work.
takes work. When you don't want to do that, and so you go out and you get that help. You seek that help. You get the self help. You get the whatever help you need. You
Yes.
consciously make that effort to stop that.
To stop that.
And you have to consciously make an effort. You have to say, you just can't say I'm not going to be like that, because most of the times the one that you hated the most, whether it's an alcoholic or a drug
Uh-huh.
addict or abusive, a lot of times you end up in those
In
situations
those
when you don't
situations.
go out and get help.
And you know what's interesting? Because even if you are not taking birth control, and there are other options that parents can take to relieve that stress from them, or the possibility of damaging the child. There's adoption. Of course, you can drop the baby off at the police station,
Thank you.
at
Thank
the
you.
fire station, uh,
Somewhere,
somewhere,
some safe place.
some safe place.
I used to wish I had a building that I could, look, just drop your child. If you feel like you about to abuse your child, if you feel
Right.
like you're just tired of your child, I mean, there'll be, a whole lot of rules and regulations, and I'll be
Hmm.
implementing a whole lot of stuff. There's paperwork you'd have to sign, but just drop them off. If you say I just need a weekend break, okay.
Yes.
If you're saying, I'm getting ready to hurt this child, so I can't do this,
Hmm.
and then we get help. Then we have help for you with therapists or whatever help that you need to do. But I said I probably wouldn't have enough space
You
for all of
probably wouldn't.
wouldn't have enough
You,
space.
but I bet
It's
you it
so
would be a
sad.
successful program.
But
You
you know
know.
what? Because even good parents get tired. Even good parents
Yes.
they get, oh, I need a break. I need a break. Even good parents do. My
Hmm.
son and his fiance, and they're good to me. They're good parents, but
Okay.
they get tired. They're like,
Hmm.
can you come get her? Can you come?
Yes.
So yeah. But so just think, if you're not even trying to be a good parent, what those kids are probably going through.
Going through, and that's why the design is as it is, so that maybe the grandparents can step in and give a little relief on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
The older sister or the older
The
brother,
godmothers,
the godmothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I know growing up, my godparents, they were very present, and they relieved my parents. Now I don't think I was a terror, but of course that's me saying it. But just to get
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
Joanne, I don't know.
I don't know.
we might have to get some outside opinions.
Let's let's call Miss Alice.
Right. Let her weigh in. Because her perspective, I'm sure, is different than mine.
Maybe.
But having that that extra help and having the family,
Yes.
I realize, and it's crazy to me that the importance of that there is an importance to family.
Yes. And that village, there's importance to that village.
It is.
That village is so important.
It
It
is
is.
so
It is.
important. You
Yes, it
know,
is.
I can remember just growing up and being on the street, which was very popular for people to sit on their porch while
Mm-hmm.
the kids were out, and you couldn't be down the street acting like you didn't have any sense, and the neighbor on
No.
that end does not address the issue.
Mm-hmm.
They will, they would address that issue right there, and
By
if
the
they
time you
felt
got
like,
home,
yes, yes.
somebody had already made a phone call. Like,
The
well, we
news had
got some
already
news.
traveled. The news had traveled.
I'm telling you.
So
Mhm.
it's just interesting the state of affairs
Yes.
that we're in. You know
Yes.
what I love? You're viewing Talking To with Joanne Tosin Fuller, Rufus Bill. We're waiting, or we have our guest today, Eloquent Weaver, who will be joining us shortly, talking about what's going on, and we're gonna have a great conversation with him. Um, I was reading something today, Joanne, about
Uh-oh.
the Western diet, and I did not know what the Western diet is. So, of course, I Googled it.
Uh-huh.
And so, the Western diet is a diet that's full of sugar, a lot of carbohydrates, bread, processed food. What was the other? Processed food
Yeah.
and sugary drinks. And
Huh.
if you Google that, you will see whether there is just a whole there's a lot of information about the Western diet. Where
Wow.
what did it say? It said it was what do you call that?
So it's
Snack
saying
food.
that it's a modern dietary pattern characterized by high intakes of prepackaged foods, refined grains, red meat, processed meat, high sugar drinks, candy, sweets, fried foods, conventionally raised animal products, high fat dairy products, and high fructose products. Good, good, what he do.
Now
Did I just say that?
all that all that
Wow. Wow.
I said, well, I didn't know it had been categorized and summed up like that. And then when I was reading it, I said, this can't be true. And then I just began to think about, some people that I'm around, that's all they eat all day long.
Yeah, that is so true. That is so true.
And it's something because especially with the sodas and with the pops, that how much sugar goes into making that fructose. And it's so much higher now than it was, because before they were not so savvy with
Mm-hmm.
the various ingredients. But as soon as you look on there, on the back, it'll tell you the fructose.
High fructose corn syrup.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because I know I have to watch my sugar levels. I have to watch, and it's. I mean, and there's sugar in
Everything,
everything, everything,
everything.
everything. And I know we need a little bit of we need a little bit of sugar. We need a little bit of salt. We need those things still in our bodies, but
Hmm.
it's just the concentration of it in so much. And
It's
sometimes that's all people are eating. Like you said, that's
yes, it
all people are
is.
eating
Yes, it
is pop
is.
and chips and pop and this and even fruit juice. You have to be careful with fruit
With
juice.
fruit juice, exactly. And even those things that say um, no sugar may not have the actual sugar, but
Yep.
have another sugar substitute
hmm
that is not healthy.
And then what I had to learn is you have the sugar content, and then
Hmm.
you'll have the alcohol sugar content. And
That's
those
right.
are two different things.
Yes, they
And then
are.
you had to add those together. And it's like, oh my goodness.
And,
Mercy.
and you just think, well, no wonder
No wonder.
all these crazy behaviors, your body is off. All of these chemicals, even especially with they hit a lick with this one, with the hot chips, the hot
Oh,
corn chips, the hot
I'm
red
worried
hot
about especially these young kids who just eat that stuff every day.
every
I'm
day.
worried about their intestines,
Yes,
just their stomach lining, because you cannot live on that stuff. I
no, you
take
cannot.
one and I'm like, oh my goodness, how do y'all eat this?
Right.
But they're eating it
Like
like
it's
candy.
candy, literally. But I thought that was
Yeah,
very interesting to
that
see
is
that
interesting. I'm gonna have to do
the
some more
Western
research on.
diet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are going to segue over to our special guest today,
Yes,
and
yes.
Dr. Eloquent Weaver. And he's not a stranger to the Detroit metropolitan area. He he has a rich and interesting history, Joanne, of just of his career in the arts, starting from him as a child, his connection with his family, that they were a singing family. Was heavily involved in the religious community presently. Has a rich legacy and history of developing and nurturing and choirs, groups of all ages. He is an electric performer,
All right
and
now. All right.
I know. And once you see him in action, you are left mesmerized and thinking, "Wow!" Especially when he's Joanne. He has one thing that he does where he will direct with his shoulders. Throw that shoulder up there. Turn around. Give us back.
That's
But
control. That's
that's
control.
control. And whenever he does that, I'm always on the edge of my seat because I'm thinking, oh my God, if that group does not follow and pay
I
attention.
hate to see them eyes.
But
Be the one to get
one
back
thing
up.
for sure, I know, one thing for sure, he is very dedicated and he's very
Yeah.
serious to his craft. He's very serious about his relationship with Jesus Christ and what he does to build the kingdom of God through his music and through his
Amen.
gifts. And with that, I say welcome Dr. Eloquent Weaver to Talking To. How are you doing today?
So welcome,
I'm doing
welcome.
pretty good, Brother Rufus. We're here in
Awesome.
rehearsal, getting ready for the production.
Okay.
And so I'm in one room and they're working out in the gymnasium now. So we're having a wonderful time.
And you just not too long ago got off stage from the Rhythm and Soul.
We just left off stage from the art with the Rhythm and Soul Fest since at 5:30, and then we rushed here, and now we're in our final phases of rehearsals. After tonight, we got 3 more to go before dress rehearsal.
All
so
right.
you all can see what's happening.
Okay, all right.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So you said see what's happening. What's about to happen? What's going to happen?
Well, Miss Joanne, I'm celebrating 44 years in gospel music this coming year, and on August the 25th, I'm doing something a bit different. Normally, I have a big musical and invite different out-of-town guests to be with me, but I have a very strong theater background, and for the last 8 years, the Lord has given me 2 projects to work on, and I've ignored them, and I've been disobedient, and he found a way to kind of give me a recommendation. And I'm back on course now.
All right.
I thought my mama had a whooping and my daddy had one, but when you get one from him, you'll get it together. So I'm back together now. So I'm obeying his commandment and the assignment that he has me on. And so this year, it's entitled Biblical Stories, and I'm having it at the Canton Village Theater on the 25th of August at 6:00 p.m. The door's going to open at 5. And my very special guest, I have a special guest, and everybody knows him. His name is Professor James Hall, writer of God Wants a Yes and King and The Blood, and he has a history of beautiful gospel music and we're bringing him in, and along with Brother Elijah Bell from Kevin Lemons, and my new niece, I call her my new niece. Her name is Kim Kinney Green. She's somebody. So that's what we're getting ready for, and the tickets are on sale now, and I'm ecstatic about what's going to happen.
Also, that's Sunday, August 25th.
That's correct.
You say at the Canton? The
Canton Village Theater. The address is 50400 Cherry Hill Road.
I know exactly where that is. Exactly. Awesome. So God had to get you back on track. But you know what? That's a blessing, because when he gets you back on track, you know you're going in the right direction.
Exactly. But I didn't want that.
You didn't want the right direction.
You didn't want the right
direction. I had to. It was too much going on, Rufus and Miss Joanne. Too much going on, and I was like, okay, I don't want to be bothered with this. I'm fixing to retire, and that's what was in my mind. And he was like, I didn't tell you was going to retire,
and
I was everywhere, and spiritually, I had lost it. I had to go to my to my manager, and she saw a difference, and she asked me, she said, what's going on? I said, I'm losing. I just don't. And I knew what it was. She didn't, because he had personally talked to me and told me, you've heard, I've told you what to do. You keep on doing this, and you keep doing this. And so I had to just come out alone. He wanted to speak to me alone, not with the Hallelujah singers. He wanted me by myself, and I had to take heed.
Yes. And and when you don't go in his direction, it's exactly what you said. You realize you're fatigued, you're tired, you're mentally, you're physically, I'm done. Everything gets on your nerves. Everybody gets on your nerves. But when God tells you to do something and he's in it, it's not that you don't get tired, but it's that energy that and not that everything just runs perfectly smooth, because he didn't say it would be easy, but he said, I'll be there with you.
Yes.
And you feel it. Gives you, and that gives you that energy to move forward, to move on, especially when you're in his will.
Yes.
In his will. So I appreciate that. I hope a lot of other people are listening to that you've got to obey. You
must.
Obey. And when you're trying to run like Jonah,
don't do it.
You're swallowed by the whale.
You will. Don't do it.
What TD Jakes say? Have you ever been swallowed?
Let's go swallow.
So I appreciate you. I appreciate you sharing that testimony.
Mhm.
And God got you back on track. Amen.
I'm back on
Amen.
track now.
It's gonna
I
be
really am.
wonderful, wonderful. August 25th, Sunday, August 25th at the Canton Theater.
That's right.
That's right.
Now, I had intended in LaQuint to have some visual aids, Joanne,
Uh-huh.
of LaQuint. LaQuint, how many CDs records have you done? 20? Do you know?
Ooh.
I don't know, Rufus.
Okay.
My manager sit here. I think it's like it might be 20. I don't know. Look, Rufus, I have become older now, so bear with me.
So I'm gonna go back.
Uh-oh.
I think which may have been the first album that you did. Is this the one
Rufus, don't go that far. Don't go that far. I know what you're talking about.
Tell me
I do
how
know
far
what
back
you're
that
talking
is. I
about.
want to know.
I believe his first album was produced by Huggy Bear.
It was by Mr. Bernie Hamilton. He played Captain Dobie on Starsky and Hutch.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Yes, the late great Bernie Hamilton.
Isn't that something?
Yeah,
What year
but
was
you
that?
going back.
You dare tell?
You going back, Rufus. Don't go back too far. You gonna tell everybody how old I really am. Yeah.
But yeah, that was what that was one of the first albums, and he is a proud student of Mumford High School.
I am.
Yep, the
All right,
Mustangs,
alumni. 78, class of 78.
Over there with the Clark sisters and other others that have gone on to do great things. He has a very rich history, for those who may not know, in dance, and I love telling the story of LaQuint being one of the dancers on the scene.
Oh God, there you go.
Do you remember that show, Joanne? Were you in Detroit then?
I do remember that.
And Nat Morris.
Yes, I do. Oh,
and Ray Henderson.
Oh, I wish you had some
and Ray Henderson. LaQuint,
tell it all, Rufus. Tell it all, okay?
What was one of the popular songs? Do you remember of the day when you used to dance on the scene?
I used to love the Tramps. It was called Disco Inferno.
Oh, Disco Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or it was either Brainstorms, Loving Is Really My Game. We would tear the rug down on that.
WDPR has not been the same.
It probably won't be. and if we come back today, I said definitely won't be. I was talking to one of the girls she's a close friend of mine, Yolanda Clayton Jones. She's Jones now. And she used to do that little wiggle dance that was it. I told her, I said, Lon, I said, can you still wiggle? She said, no, and don't bring it to my memory. And we came to eat lunch and have fun and not discuss any dance routines. That's what.
Oh, that is too funny. As I think of just some of the highlights of your career, being with Josh Groban. Yes. And he was here not some years ago, but he was here, and you and the Hallelujah Singers had a chance to perform with him.
That's correct. That's correct.
How was that?
Oh, Rufus, that was a highlight for me. I'll never forget that. Being asked to come to be at that time we were out at the Palace.
The Palace.
Oh wow. Oh wow! Look what we the Hallelujah Singers are at the Palace. I mean, that was one of the highlights of my life. It was a good highlight, But I
Right.
think the greatest highlight for me was I'll wait till you probably because I'm sure you're gonna get to that part. But anyway, I won't say it. But it was enjoyable for me to do Joyce Groban. Yeah, it really was.
I think one of the other highlights, Detroit was known, and I'm so glad that they revived it, or it seemed to be going in that direction. We would always have they called them the festivals, the
Yes,
ethnic festivals, which
yes.
would be at Hart Plaza. And during the summer months, there would be a particular Sunday that was dedicated to the gospel.
Mm-hmm.
And we would have it was like a contest, and I believe this particular contest was Thorn-Apple Valley, and LaQuint and his group, I think they were called the Hallelujah Connections at the time, Hallelujah
Okay.
Connection,
Mm-hmm.
and they entered the contest, and his group is they're very known for the way they're dressed, the way they sound, the way that they pay it, they follow the lead and the director.
Mm-hmm.
And so they did not win. However, Martha Jean, the Queen, was there. And I think she may have been the emceeing. And so she went up to LaQuinn after the performance, gave him some encouraging words. And so for many years, and she put him on the iconic King of Kings Palm Sunday Gospel program.
Awesome.
And he did that for many, many years. I cannot remember how many years that he did it and how many times that he was on stage with the King.
Can you hear me?
King of Kings
I
Palm.
cannot hear you at all.
King of
I
Kings.
don't know what happened. My sound went out. But I'm getting some help from some hallelujah singers right now to see what's going on. We were going just as fine, and then I
Yes,
had a
we
phone
were.
call to interrupt us. So hopefully we'll get this sound back together.
Yeah.
One of the hallelujah, my nephew,
I see
Hashim.
they're working.
I see you all moving.
Let's see here.
I can't seem to hear him any longer.
I hope that I can.
Well,
I'm fine since you did that. The problem is now me hearing Mr. Rufus Bill. The mic. So
I can hear them.
And we hear you.
where do you hear them?
I heard something.
You know that the thing that
Whatever
that's
click it one more
the
time.
downfall of the internet and technology.
Rufus,
it's hard to
something
hear.
else, isn't it? I'm telling
Yes,
you.
it is, and I'm not talking. And I'm not quick with my texting as I try to text
Now
him
say
and let him
Can
know.
you hear us? Yeah.
Can y'all hear us?
Yes.
He says he can hear us.
You great.
I can't hear him.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
No, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Oh no.
Well,
I don't know.
You want to come out of it?
I'm gonna come out and come back again.
okay, that sounds great.
Come back in.
That's the next best thing. Come out and come back in again. But yes, he was on the King of Kings Palm Sunday Gospel Service, and then we had even with that, Joanne, he would do the solo from the Bill Gaither group, of course, and you're familiar with the song "The King Is Coming."
Yes.
And so he started performing that
Yes.
as a solo there, and it was just a phenomenal time. So he has done a lot in terms of
Very switch. Mm-hmm.
right, and especially 44 years, and with 44 years, and that's what he's celebrating this year on August 25th in Canton, and he's going to have Professor Hall, who will be on with him at that particular time and program on the 25th. once again, Dr. LaQuint Weaver and the Hallelujah Singers. And I think we all are, well, Joanne, maybe. Can you hear me, Joanne? Oh, there you
Okay.
are. Can you hear me?
Oh yes.
All right, great. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So
Loud and clear.
loud and clear. All right. So once again, August 25th at
At the
the
Canton Theater.
Canton Theater. Now, have you been there?
You know what? I've been past there. I've never been inside, but I know
Okay.
exactly where it is. Yeah, but I've never been there.
And I
Mm-hmm.
haven't either, but I looked at it and it is a beautiful
It looks like it. Yeah.
auditorium. I think it seats
Mm-hmm.
about 400 to 500 people,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it's a full auditorium, so it's the perfect place to unveil his LaQuint Weaver's new new
Project.
production, his new
Yes.
project,
Yes.
and it's called Dr.
And he
LaQuint
said,
Weaver and Biblical People. So we know
okay.
it's going to be a great event.
And so it sounds like this is not going to be the last because he said he had two that
Right.
the Lord gave him. So
That's
okay,
right.
this part one.
This is part one.
This part one.
This is part one.
Yes.
Definite.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Joanne, what are you going to leave us with this week? For this week,
Oh, just be faithful in all that you do and all that you desire. Just get out there and do it. Just do. Of course, ask the Lord for direction, get some. But just if you start something, finish it. Be faithful in all that you do. Yeah,
I love
finish
that,
what you
being
start.
faithful, which
Hmm.
is so important, and that is always my goal when I take on any project of any size, small or large, is to finish
Yeah,
from start to end. And so I
finish.
like that. Finish what you
Yes.
start. Well, Joanne, it was a great show. For
Yes.
those of you who were unable, I mean, we had technical problems with LaQuint, but maybe we'll be able to get him back and
Yes.
before the 25th to talk about the event. And
That would be
Joanne,
awesome.
I can only imagine what it's going to look like where you are when the sun begins to set.
Oh, it is. I'm telling you, it is just.
Jesus, look
Oh
at
my
that.
goodness. Look at that.
Look
That
at
sun is trying,
it is beautiful.
isn't it beautiful?
It is. It looks like a
Yes, yeah, yeah.
postcard.
Yes.
It looks like a postcard. Well, Joanne, you enjoy the
Yes.
rest of your evening, and we look
You
forward to being
you
together
too. You
on
too.
next week
And
on
thank Dr.
Talking
Google
Tuesday.
Quint for coming.
Yes. Thank you, Joanne. I'm about to be rude. Thank you, LaQuint. Can't take me nowhere. Thank you. Thank you for being our special guest today.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Yes.
And especially for those
Yes,
who are
yes.
viewing now and those who will view later, we appreciate everything that you do for
Yes.
joining us with Talking To. So have a great one.
Yes, peace.